Parents and students, welcome to Open House. You have arrived at room B109 here at the Fine Arts Campus, and my name is Mr. George Vlahakis. Now, since you're not here in person and this is on video, I can get rid of my mask, right? Let's do that. Ah, much better. I can actually breathe. So welcome to my room and welcome to my class. I am looking forward to teaching your son or daughter for the rest of the year. This is a year you will never forget. It's a year they will never forget. We are going to do the absolute best job we can to bring them a good education in spite of all of the challenges that we have. Whether it's online, hybrid, in person, we're going to make it happen. So before I get into specific details about the course that your son or daughter is in, let me give you some details about myself, because I'm sure you're wondering, who is this guy? Well, my name is Mr. George Vlahakis, and I have been teaching here in this district for 12 years. All of those 12 years spent at Rich East High School, home of the Rockets. I'll always be a Rocket at heart, but I'm a Raptor for my day job now. As I said, this is my 12th year in the district, all of that time spent at Rich East High School. In my 12 years in this district, I have taught U.S. history, AP World History, regular World History, pre-AP World History. And while I've taught a lot of different kinds of history and even geography, my favorite subject is world history. I myself am a graduate of Crete-Monee High School and UIC. I went to school in the city. My wife is a graduate of Rich 227. She graduated from Rich East High School in 2003, and she works as a firefighter paramedic for the village of Park Forest. So I can honestly say that we are committed as a family to serving this community. Before I tell you about this course, why don't I take you on a quick 10-second tour of the room? Let's go! Why don't we hop over into Schoology so I can show you how class starts and where the assignments are located. Let's go! Whoa, here we are. We are inside of Schoology. This is the website that Rich Township District 227 is using to bring assignments to your student. This is where all of the due dates can be found, every activity that your son or daughter does in class, every homework assignment, every test is taken on this website. And so you'll want to become really familiar with this website. I have a third grader. And, while I trust the young man, I know I got to look at his Schoology site because sometimes he says he did an assignment, but he actually didn't. So I click on the class and I figure it out. Sometimes he submits an assignment and it's not quite up to standards. And so I want him to resubmit it again. And so you'll have a chance to do this too. You can just ask your son or daughter for their Chromebook and go into their classes and see what's going on, what they've turned in, what's missing. So let me take you on a trip into the Schoology website. Here you have the main page where there's courses. Your son or daughter will have the same thing. However, they'll see their courses. These are mine. And so I've named my courses according to fruit so that I can keep track of them. I have a grape, I have a blueberry, I have a lemon class. So we're just going to go ahead and click on this grape class. Even if you're not in AP World History, you can still see how it works. So when I click on the grape class, you're going to see what pops up right at the top. And what pops up right at the top is the little icon that shows how to join class. Do you see it there? So as soon as you click on the course page, there I am holding a globe and it says click here to join class. That's all your son or daughter has to do to join class every day at the time they're supposed to join class. Make sure they're there within the first minute or two of class so they're not counted tardy. If they want to come to my office hours, that is located right next to the class meeting link. There you can see office hours, Monday and Friday, 2 to 2:30 p.m. So how would you get in to see their work? Well, you could do it a couple of ways. You could look at the side of the page on the right-hand side, and it will show you upcoming assignments. Yeah, you can kind of see what's upcoming for the week. But the best way is probably just to click into the week, which is week 6 is where we're at right now, 9/28 to 10/2. And so when I click there, you'll see it open up, and here's Monday. We've only had Monday so far. And in class on Monday, at least in this class, here is what we did. You see that we did a quiz. We also had 3 Ed Puzzle assignments, and they're loaded there. And so if you want to see if your son or daughter did those, just go ahead and click on them. And it'll say that it was submitted, or it'll say that it was not submitted. That's how you find assignments in Schoology. That's how you hop on to class inside of Schoology. On the left-hand side of the page, over there, you'll see that there are grades. So they can click on grades, and then all of their grades for all of the assignments will pop up. And you can see what they've submitted and what they haven't submitted. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If your son or daughter wants to resubmit an assignment because they didn't get the grade they want, resubmit the assignment. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Be sure that you as a parent are checking Schoology every day to see what it is they're doing. The nice thing is all of the teachers in the district are using this. So you can find all of that information in one spot. Before we head back to the big screen, there's one thing I forgot to show you. What if your son or daughter was absent 2 weeks ago and needs to make up that assignment? Well, they could go into the grades located on the left-hand side of the screen and then click on the assignment that they're missing. Or if you want to see a specific date, go to the course's main page. And in the drop-down menu, you'll see a folder that says Past Weeks of School. Go ahead and click on that. And here you will see all of the past weeks of school. So I label the weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I put dates on them as well. So if you just open up a past week, like I'll open up week 5, here this class met 3 times that week, and you can pick the day you want to see, click on it, and then you can see what assignments were given on that day in case your student's ever absent. Let's head over to the big screen. Okay, so the course your son or daughter has with me is called IB MYP Human Geography. What does all of that mean? Because it sounds like a mouthful. IB stands for International Baccalaureate. We are an International Baccalaureate candidate school, which means that we are applying to become an IB school. The IB name has great prestige attached to it, looks great on a college application, as well as it gives your son or daughter a rigorous high-level education. We hope that their junior and senior year they can go on to the diploma program, where they can take exams and get a lot of college credit. The books we'll be using for class are The Cultural Landscape and World History. So your child already has this book, which you picked up from school. We're looking to get some of these delivered to your children very soon. This course is going to cover both geography topics and history topics. And so both of these books will end up being very necessary for class. For now, it's this one. Every day at the start of class, there is a bell ringer that usually comes out of the book. It's an opening activity just to get the class warmed up. So you should see this book out at the start of class every day. And usually during the week, there will be some amount of book work that they have to complete. So what is IB MYP Human Geography? That's a mouthful. IB stands for International Baccalaureate, which is a very prestigious worldwide program that offers rigorous education and encourages higher level thinking skills. We are an IB candidate school, which means that we're trying to become an IB school. The class is called Human Geography on their transcript, but the actual class's name is Individuals and Societies. And so it will have geography topics in it as well as historical topics in it. This year, you're going to see your son or daughter doing some book work out of the book. You will see them working with maps, analyzing and interpreting those maps. You'll see them doing a lot of reading of secondary and primary sources. And we do this thing called Harkness. It's where we discuss topics with each other and ask questions and answer questions, all student-led without me even interfering. At first, the kids will be a little hesitant to participate in that, but as the year goes on, it'll become one of their favorite activities. It's called Harkness. Besides the world history textbook, I do plan on lecturing a little bit, maybe a little more now that we're online, but when we return back into the classroom, I plan on lecturing a lot less. Your son or daughter will also get content from watching what's called Edpuzzle videos. These are assigned videos, short ones, on topics that we'll be learning in class, which can reinforce the things they learn from me and from the book. We're going to do this thing. You may have already heard about it from your son or daughter. It's called a Harkness. When we're in class, we will sit in a circle and we will bounce ideas off of each other, ask questions, get answers, explore various historical topics, secondary and primary sources, and you know where I'll be? I'll be sitting in the corner, because in a Harkness circle, the students take the lead in their own learning. We've already started that process. I'm training them how to operate in those Harkness circles. But this year, I plan on doing one at least every 2 weeks in class, and it will be a major part of their grade. Some students will say a lot, some will say a little, but everyone will contribute, and usually everybody gets an A on Harkness days. I'm looking forward to it. Because of the current situation that we're in, I am allowing late work, but it's not unlimited. So what I would like your son or daughter to do is, if they can't turn the assignment in because there's an extenuating circumstance, please send me an email or send me a text message. That way I can allow them some extended time on the assignment. I usually update grades a couple of times a week, but it's my policy on Friday to try to get all of my grades updated. Feel free to contact me via Remind or via email at any time. During office hours from 7 in the morning until about 4 in the evening is when I'll probably reply to those emails or text messages. So in conclusion, how can you support your student at home? Let me tell you. You can check Schoology. You can ask to get on their Chromebook and look at Schoology so you can see every assignment that they were supposed to complete. You can monitor their progress on PowerSchool. I'm a parent. I do the same thing. I ask to see my son's Chromebook when I get home from work. I want to see what assignments he completed. I want to see which ones he submitted, which ones he didn't, and even the ones he submitted, I want to check his work. So feel free to do the same with your student. My little guy's in 3rd grade, yours is in high school, but we all know that they need that extra assistance and support to stay motivated. Before you go, I'd like you to sign up for Remind. This is a free text messaging service that I use with my students. I send them reminders about homework, and it establishes a quick communication between me, students, and parents. Sign up for my Remind. Also, here is my email address as well as my Google Voice number. For both of these things, my voice number as well as my text messages, remember that I will reply to your voicemails and to your text messages within business hours. So from about 7 in the morning until about 4 in the afternoon. If I can't quite get back to you right away, I will try to do it the next business day. Again, I look forward to teaching your son or daughter this year. I'm very excited that they are in my class. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions or concerns. The best way to get a hold of me is via text or via email. And remember, always wear your mask when you're in the building. There we go. Now I'm safe. Have a good night.
What's your name? What's your age? Where you from? What's your sign? Who you love? What's your style?